up and welcome, I'm the one and only West Coast King, and welcome back to United States National Team Career, where we are set for the final of the Confederations Cup against our arch rival, Mexico. Now, last episode I did say this is going to be a one-game episode, and then after this game, we will go ahead and do kind of like a State of the Union address regarding this team. This has been a great experience for us moving forward. I just kind of want to talk about like what worked this tournament, what didn't, and what I'm looking forward to going forward, because we only have 1 year now until the World Cup. And that's going to be huge, so we really need to kind of assess what has worked with this team, what hasn't worked, especially the players, obviously, and we'll do all that after this game against Mexico. So first things first, let's see if we can't bring home another trophy for the red, white, and blue. Let's get in and play Mexico. Alright, here we go, kickoff against Mexico. Unfortunately, the game just decided it was going to skip the lineups for this one, which I would have liked to have seen, like, who's out there for Mexico, but we're not going to get that chance. So, I'll tell you right now, before we really get into this thing, we do have most of our starting 11 out there. Will Trapp is actually going to get a start in this game, his first start of the tournament, because just for fitness reasons, he's out there. So, mostly the starting 11, with the exception of course, Yedlin, who has the sprained ankle, and Will Trapp in there at CDM. Trying to find, yeah, there we go. Put him in the box. Put him in the box. There we go. Big Omar Gonzalez. Nope, it falls to Dempsey wasn't paying attention. Dempsey into, who is this? It's Fabian Johnson. Johnson's actually got a, whoa. Ref! I was clearly fouled there. What the heck? Zardes, just take it by whoever this is. You're faster than them. I know you are. There you go, Zardes. Come on, Zardes. Keep going, Zardes. Are we going to be able to find Dempsey? Triple tap that across. It is Clint Dempsey! And it's off the side netting. I thought that was it. I thought we scored right there. Dang it. Well, there's the whistle for halftime. Not a whole lot of chances. A lot of action, but not a lot of chances in that first half. And it's still 0-0. Alright. Start of the second half. Now, I'm just looking for more of the same. I thought we played pretty well. We were pretty even on possession. So, I'm just looking to get a little more opportunities going forward. We haven't really gotten very many opportunities, very many shots, despite having some pretty good possession. Zardes, take it by him. Yes, Zardes, go, baby. Come on, someone get in the box. Someone get in the box. Zardes, it's still Zardes. It's still oh, I can't get the shot off, though. I took one too many touches in there. God, these passes are killing us for Mexico. Stay in there. Why did Omar Gonzalez drop so far off of Carlos Vela right there? That was terrifying. Please do not do that. Alright, 75th minute, we're making subs. Bradley and Trapp have to come off for fitness reasons. Cameron is going to come on for Trapp. And we're bringing Ben Swanson on in place of Michael Bradley. Hopefully he can recapture that magic that he had against New Zealand. Fabian Johnson. Nope. Okay, nice job to Swanson. Swanson turns. Beautiful turn. Ben, where in the heck is Dempsey? There's Dempsey. Dempsey fires. Dempsey scores it. Ben Swanson is freaking amazing. You know, whenever we decide that Michael Bradley, his time has come, has run his course in this team, Ben Swanson looks like to be the successor to Michael Bradley. Swanson is just so good. He's just always getting in the right spots, making brilliant plays, finds Deuce for the goal. 10 minutes left in this game. Looks like we're going to get another trophy. I mean, he's so perfect. I don't know why Mexico didn't try to go close him down. Instead, they just let him dribble the ball up. Found Dempsey, first time shot. What a finish from Deuce right there. That was incredible. What a shot. 83rd minute now. We're going to make our last substitution. Dempsey's coming out for Aaron Johansson, just getting fresh legs in there. Dempsey has been quite tired. I think he's played every single game so far in this tournament. All the way out wide to Johnson. Johnson, play it right. Whoa, that's not where I wanted to play that, but that is actually going to work. How did that work? That's not even close to where I wanted to play that ball. But we do get the exclamation point at the end of this one. 90th minute goal from Aaron Johansson. I didn't even mean for that to happen. I was trying to play a short ball up to Swanson, and Fabian Johnson just blasted it all the way up the field to Zardes. The keeper, like, Ochoa didn't even come out for it. Like, what was he doing? That was just complete fluke right there on everybody's part. Unintentional pass. Keeper didn't come out. Nobody decided to mark Johansson in the box. Like, that was a fail on everybody's part. I have no idea what just happened, but that is 2-0, and that is probably the trophy secured. There is the final whistle. And that's another trophy for us. We still have only lost one game in competitive play so far in this career. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. So, a look at the player ratings from that final against Mexico. They give man of the match to Tim Howard. I'm going to give my man of the match to Omar Gonzalez, stepping in place of John Brooks, who is out because of fitness. Omar Gonzalez was just an animal in the box, cutting out all of the crosses, got a lot of key blocks and deflections in there, stopped a few opportunities for Mexico. He was definitely the best player in the defense in that one. But you know what? The whole team played well in that final. No holes, I didn't feel like, at all, anywhere. And, you know, you can't be mad at the result. This whole tournament, the team played very well. And the result speaks for itself. Another trophy in the trophy case for the Stars and Stripes. Love that. Did I mention that was Dos Cero? Dos Cero? Alright, so now I'm going to talk just a little bit about where we're at in this career as a team and looking forward a year from now to the World Cup. I felt like in this tournament, even though it was a smaller tournament, we're a very, very cohesive unit. This team and the players that I have to select from fit perfectly into the system that I like to run, and I think that a lot of credit for our success is due to that fact. In a false nine, the key cog is the center forward. If you have the ideal center forward for this formation, it's going to work perfectly. And we have two center forwards in Dempsey and Johansson that are perfect center forwards. They're strong, they can pass the ball well, and they can finish in close or from distance. I love that. They're both perfect, and I think that's a big reason to why this formation works. Another reason is two-way center midfielders. Bradley is a box-to-box guy. Discarud is actually a box-to-box guy as well, surprisingly good on the defensive end. Those two are key starters, are another huge reason why this works, and some more youngsters coming up through our system, such as Ben Swanson, who got his first opportunity in competitive play in this tournament, was amazing. He had 2 goals, a couple of assists, including the key assist in that Mexico game that broke the deadlock. He's just amazing, and like I said, whenever we decide that Michael Bradley has run his course in this team and it's time to replace him, Ben Swanson is looking like he's stepped up and he's going to be that guy. Gideon Zalalem, though he didn't play in the Confederations Cup, he was on the roster, another guy that fits very well into the system. Perry Kitchen is the center defensive midfielder on this team of the future and of the present right now. He's the number one guy, the guy I trust the most in that spot. And also Dylan Powers played well, though I'm kind of finding I don't have a spot for him on a regular basis. Mostly a guy I would bring on if we needed offense late in the game. And then I talked about Mix Discarud and Michael Bradley. Wasn't there another one we brought that we haven't brought before? Oh, we have Emerson Hyman, who didn't make the trip, who actually got replaced kind of by Ben Swanson. That turned out to be a really good move, but Emerson Hyman's another two-way midfielder that I really like in this formation. So like I said, we just have all the right guys to make this formation work. So now on to the squad selection for this tournament. And right off the bat, yes, I would have to say Chad Marshall was a mistake. I caught some flack for it when I selected him, rightfully so, but like I said, he's just a guy that I trust in the center back spot. However, what I didn't anticipate was losing DeAndre Yedlin in the middle of a match, and I didn't have a replacement for that situation, losing either Johnson or Yedlin mid-match. I didn't have a replacement for him, so that's what I'm really going to look for in between now and the World Cup, is a guy that can play right back or left back, either fullback spot, and can also fill in at center back if need be. Not a center back that can fill in out wide, but a wide guy that can fill in at center back. So, a guy I literally just found like 2 minutes ago that I've never seen in the nation pool before, or maybe I've overlooked him, or maybe he just made a huge leap in his overall, is Zarek Valentin. Preferred spot is right back, but can also fill in the center back spot. Has great physical and technical ability, great marking attributes. So I'm going to take a look at him between now and the World Cup. Also, again, Tim Ream is a guy that would fill in nicely there as well. But if this guy works out, he looks like he might be a guy that could come out of nowhere and make the World Cup squad. Other than in the defense, there's one other guy that didn't really fit, and it's Dylan Powers. he kind of falls in with the likes of Lee Win and Alejandro Bedoya. Just doesn't quite fit in this system. I don't have a spot for him. Like him as a player, don't have a spot for him on this roster. So I'm unfortunately probably going to have to drop him from the World Cup roster. I also have Emerson Hyndman, who I really like and I want to bring with us. And down the line, we have guys like Zach Pfeffer that can step up and hopefully continue to grow and make an impact for the squad at some point. So Dylan Powers, like the guy, just can't find a spot for him on this team. So before we wrap up this episode, I've had a couple of questions asking me what I want to do with the computer youth generated players for the United States. And a couple of them show up on the very first page of the national pool. That's goalkeeper Aaron Kemp and midfielder Bill Miller. Both of these players are on my club team that I run in the same career mode, because you have to run a club team as well as the international team. My team is NYCFC, in case I haven't said that in a while. I have mentioned it before. And both of these players come from NYCFC. They're both from my club, so I know them very well. I've used them. And actually, NYCFC is the team that Mixed Discrude plays for in real life. I started out with Mixed Discrude on my team. Bill Miller has actually replaced him. He's a two-way midfielder, the exact kind of midfielder I would love to have. And I've actually replaced Discrude with Bill Miller and shipped Discrude off to somewhere else, I think France. That was last season. So Bill Miller is a player I would absolutely love to select for this team. But with youth players, I'm not going to select them for the national team until we get past the 2022 World Cup. So not this upcoming World Cup, but the one after that. I'm hoping to get through that World Cup before we hit FIFA 16. If we do that and we have time left, then I'll bring up some of these youth players and see what they can do, what they can add to the squad. But until then, we're not going to touch these guys. I want to stick with the real players, see how this real team would perform against the best in the world as we move through the years. So that is going to do it for this episode. I'm really looking forward to that World Cup in 1 year's time. I'm going to move through this next year as quickly as possible. However, we are still looking at a couple of spots on this roster that are undecided. We're looking for a defender or two, and we're also looking for a midfielder. Narrow down that last midfield spot is between a couple of guys, and we really need to narrow it down and see who we're going to be taking with us. Also comes down to injuries when the World Cup rolls around. Like we had Emerson Hyndman this time was injured and we couldn't select him, and it opened up a spot for Ben Swanson and he did amazingly. So we really need to take a look at all of our midfielders and see which one really fits best in this team. But that is going to do it for this one. If you had as much fun as I did and you're looking forward to that World Cup, make sure to let me know by leaving a like below, subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you when we come back with some more red, white, and blue. See ya.